Hi everyone, Zachary Steinhandler, the Steinhandler Insurance Group. I wanted to shoot a quick video for you today to address some key questions that I've been getting from a number of you. So I'm going to talk about the basics of fixed indexed annuities, the key features, the three key features of a fixed indexed annuity that a lot of our clients really find comforting and valuable to them. And lastly, I'm going to talk about a reason why it would likely make sense for us to have a conversation with everything going on in the economy and the world at the moment. This could be a very good time for us to be talking about fixed indexed annuities. So at its core, a fixed indexed annuity is a contract that is issued by an insurance company. Okay, so basically you list an owner on the contract, an annuitant on the contract, and then you also list primary and secondary beneficiaries on the account. Okay, and so that is a very key question that pops up on a regular basis. With you listing primary and contingent beneficiaries, if you still have the contract and you pass away and you have money left over in your account value, the good news is the insurance company doesn't keep that money, right? So they pass on whatever is left in your account value to your beneficiaries. The three key features of a fixed indexed annuity that our clients find comforting and find very valuable are protection of principal, conservative growth potential, and then also guaranteed income stream. So let me touch on each one of those. So first off, with your principal being fully protected, what that means to you is irregardless of what the markets are doing, irregardless of what the international stock markets are doing, your money is always fully protected on the downside. Okay, so if you think of it, you have a floor built in where you never can lose a penny of the money that you put into a contract. And then what a lot of our clients like the concept of is an annual function of the contract where your gains get locked in. Okay, so for instance, if your account grows, let's say using very round numbers, let's say you put $100,000 into one of these contracts, and in the first year your account is credited 5%. Okay, so your $100,000 becomes $105,000. Those gains then get locked in, and you can never lose previous year's gains. Okay, so let's say in year 2 of the contract, the indexes that you're tracking were either flat or negative, you would then have $105,000 going into year 3. Okay, so that protection of principal is very, very important, and a reason that a lot of our clients put money into these accounts because you are reducing the amount of risk in your overall nest egg. So the second feature that a lot of our clients find very valuable and attractive is the conservative growth potential of these accounts. So when you're comparing a fixed indexed annuity to other financial vehicles, first off, you shouldn't compare it to stock market investments or stocks or mutual funds, because when you're dealing with stocks or mutual funds, you do have a level of risk involved. So you're hoping that the amount of risk you're taking with those is worth it when you look at the reward. Okay, so if you hear a financial professional describing a fixed indexed annuity as a market-like investment with no downside, you should probably run away from that person, because it should not be compared to a market-like investment. Now, the good news is if you compare these types of accounts to other financial vehicles that have your principal fully protected, if you think about it like CDs or savings accounts or checking accounts, the issue with those accounts currently, even though your principal is fully protected, the growth of those accounts is severely limited because of the current interest rate environment. Okay, so I'm guessing if you're watching this and you have money sitting in a savings account or a CD or a money market account, the good news is your money's protected. Now the downside is you're probably getting little to no interest in those accounts. So how we would be crediting interest or index credits into a fixed indexed annuity, you're simply tracking an index or multiple indexes in a contract and only participating in years where that index is going up or growing, right? And I'll get into the specifics of how those calculations are made in future videos that I send out to you. There are different insurance terms or language that we use, like caps or spreads or participation rates. So I'll get into all that down the road. But the good news is you are able to capture in those good years some more growth than you likely would have been receiving in other accounts that have your principal fully protected on the downside. The third feature that a lot of our clients find very helpful on these types of accounts are income riders. Also, they're referred to as GLWB, which stands for Guaranteed Lifetime Withdrawal Benefits. And people who use those benefits likely have some type of income gap. So if you're retired and you're on, let's say you're on Social Security and maybe you have a pension or rental income, if you still have some type of gap that you're looking to fill when it comes to your income, you can be adding optional income riders to these types of accounts where the insurance companies promise to pay you lifetime income for as long as you live. And you also can be structuring it if you're married as long as you and your spouse live. And so the reason why we think this is a very good time to be having conversations regarding fixed indexed annuities with our clients is the fact that markets are extremely volatile right now. If you are invested in markets, whether they're in the United States or internationally, or if you just listen to your radio or watch your TV, you've likely seen that the markets have dropped significantly over the last few months. And then the good news is they've come back quite a bit. We don't know what the next couple of months will look like, unfortunately. And so our clients really find it helpful, and they have a peace of mind knowing that the money that they put into these types of accounts will never decrease in value. So it's not a place for all of your money, right? We're not here to tell you that you should be getting out of the stock market or getting out of other types of investments you're involved in. But a lot of our clients like the idea of carving out a portion of their nest egg, placing it into a fixed indexed annuity, and then what you're doing essentially is you're reducing your risk in your overall investments, and you're giving yourself a better risk-adjusted return in the future. Okay, so if this was helpful, first off, you can click the like button below. You can subscribe to my channel. If you have any questions, you can also add that in the comments. If you do want to have a conversation, which I think is a really good idea if you have been evaluating these types of accounts, or if you just want to learn more, if it makes sense for you, you can reach me directly at 847-354-0497. Once again, 847-354-0497. And my email address is zachary@steinhandlerig.com. Hope this was helpful. Thank you. Take care.